Well, we've set the table. Norfolk is ready to start the action. 1, 2. Virginia Championship Wrestling. I think last month I didn't have a chance to properly do this, so allow me to introduce myself. I am the champion. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the champion of the 1%. I am the venture grappleist, and I will gentrify Virginia Championship Wrestling. I am Logan Easton Laroux. You need to think of something more creative. Thank you. Now, last month, so Blake, I want you to know I fully agree with all these people. I don't care who the new champion is, if it's Ken Dixon, because guess what? After tonight, it's going to be me, a true champion, Logan Easton Laroux. All right. So, I have a few more grievances, so everyone get comfortable. Give it 15 minutes or so. Now, as long as now, here in Virginia, I imagine we need a reimagining of Virginia Championship Wrestling. Back off, hillbilly. Back off, hillbilly. Back off. Easy. Oh, hey. It's not time for the match yet.
This is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hand this belt to Blake, and I'm gonna kick your ass right now. Hey, look, if you guys watch what happened last month, I don't think you want to get in between us. So I'm going to need you to hit the bricks, unless you want to get it, because I got it. You guys go check tickets and hush and do whatever it is that you guys do. Look, I want this to happen right now, and I think I got just the guy. So, come on out, and let's make this happen. Enjoy!
of giving, and I'm going to give you my first gift tonight. We're going to make this match, we're going to make it right now, and I want a referee. Referee, get me a referee. I want a referee. Get me a referee out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, your opening contest of Tidings of Destruction is for the Virginia Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, the challenger, Logan Easton Laroux. And his opponent, he is the current reigning and defending Virginia Heavyweight Champion, Dixon.
Gentlemen, absolutely frenetic pace to kick us off here at Tidings of Destruction. I am Blake Chadwick, joined alongside Brandon Metheny, Esquire. And Brandon, what a way to kick things off here. The Virginia heavyweight title on the line. I thought this was the main event, and it's just getting us started.
Blake, this is a horrifying abuse of authority by George Pantis. He is taking advantage of the kindness and giving spirit of Mr. Stefanitsis to allow him back here, and he does this to Logan Easton Laroux. Yeah, it takes Logan time. He has to get himself mentally centered, physically in the right place, and now just this match is just out here with this wild man.
Now, Brandon, please tell me how George Pantis is abusing his power. He's the commissioner in name by one Jerry Stefanitsis.
He is abusing his power because his job is to establish the card, the proper order of matches, not turn it around at the start of the event.
As our senior official, Ron Mills, putting himself in between the champion and challenger right now as we are just getting started. 3 championships to be decided here tonight at Tidings of Destruction. We will crown brand new VCW Tag Team Champions for the first time in nearly 2 years. The Greek god Papadon makes his first U.S. Liberty title defense.
Papadon
makes his first Liberty title defense. And of course, the VCW debut of the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. That's all coming down here tonight.
It's going to be an incredible night of action, Blake. I can't believe we're starting with the Virginia Heavyweight Championship match. Just absurd. Just a situation that should not be occurring. And I can't believe this is happening right now. Ken Dixon is unprofessional. He is out of control. And these fans don't understand how lucky they are to see Logan Laroux in this ring tonight.
Ken Dixon might be a bit unorthodox. He might not do things exactly the structure that you desire, Mr. Metheny. But Ken Dixon is the champion of the people. And he's coming out here tonight to get rid of Logan Easton Laroux and his attitude here in Virginia Championship Wrestling.
Logan Easton Laroux has the attitude of a winner, Blake. A winner. If you are in the 1%, it's because you've earned it. It's because you're better than everyone else, and that is what he is.
Laroux trying to stay a step ahead of Ken Dixon right here.
Succeeding in staying a step ahead there,
He
Blake.
does have that quickness advantage right now. Look at Dixon showing off the athleticism. And Laroux puts on the brakes right there, and Logan Easton Laroux has the advantage right here. And Laroux now trying to show off a little bit of mat wrestling here, and insult to injury there to one Ken Dixon.
You see, Blake, anytime we get on the mat, we get to technical wrestling, things taught by the great practitioners of catch as catch can, and the Japanese masters and all those sort of things. That's where Logan Laroux is at his best. That's why he is the best champion for us, because he's a true wrestling champion. Not Ken Dixon, who appears to have just come from a bar brawl.
And Brandon, you mentioned champions, you mentioned 1%, you mentioned winners. Last month, about 5 weeks ago, right here in this building, Logan Easton Laroux, arguably the biggest win of his career, knocking off JTG. He might have done it with some underhanded tactics, but he found a way to get the Duke.
You're always trying to undermine people like Logan. I don't understand why you don't appreciate the work that he has done and the kind of person he is. He found a way to win. That's what matters. It's all about results. There's no asterisk in the record books. There's no question about that. That's why he's got this match now, Blake. A win is a win, and he deserves it.
As Dixon trying to stay a step ahead right now, an excellent opportunity on the horizon here for Laroux, as Ken Dixon, of course, only in his first championship defense as he finally has risen to the top of Virginia Championship Wrestling. Has him in fireman's carry position here. He's ended his opponents in that position in the past. Laroux tries to stay a step ahead. Dixon puts on the brakes. And the Virginia heavyweight champion here starting to roll a bit. And Laroux heads to the outside, and he's going to take a breather as Ken Dixon is in control.
That's what we call a strategic withdrawal, Blake. He knows that Ken Dixon cannot beat him out inside the ring. He can count it out, but he's not going to let that happen. And it's a place to catch his breath, get reset, come back in, get Ken Dixon's anger up, and then take advantage.
We talked about Logan Easton Laroux's evolution since the last time we saw him in Virginia Championship Wrestling, of course, just last month, his first appearance in nearly 5 years. But Ken Dixon, ever since his neck injury, his time off, he's come back in better shape, as lean as he's ever been. A little bit of a different look, now wearing the boots and jeans out there. Ken Dixon's just ready to fight.
I think Ken Dixon knows he's on borrowed time with that neck, and that's why he's being so reckless.
And Dixon with the double leg pickup, and he's taking it right to Laroux, unleashing the punishment here non-stop from the Virginia heavyweight champion.
I mean, the referee needs to get in there and stop those closed fists. That's against the rules.
Oh, and Laroux finds an opening as our senior official Ron Mills was trying to keep Ken Dixon at bay. And that big boot from Dixon sends Laroux staggering all the way to the arena floor. But once again, Ron Mills trying to make sure Ken Dixon does not inflict any more punishment while his opponent's on the outside.
You know, Blake, I have it on good authority. Those are steel-toed boots that he's using. That's an illegal foreign object that should not be allowed in the ring. I think Ron Mills needs to check Ken Dixon's boots because those have steel toes in them.
Please tell me what evidence you found that those boots are illegal.
I have my sources. There are investigators all around. I'm friends with several people who have the ability to do these sort of things. Don't question my sources, Blake. They are impeccable.
I don't even know if the Melts man has the sources you do, Mr. Metheny.
He wishes he did.
But right now, Laroux unleashing punishment on the outside of the ring as Ken Dixon in a very precarious position. But again, champion's advantage. Dixon does not lose the title via countout.
Oh, of course, but...
Oh, wait a minute, here we go. And Dixon places Laroux right on top of that steel guardrail. I don't know how nice the after party's gonna be for the challenger.
I can't believe we're making jokes about that. This is a precarious situation. Potentially, I mean, if we were robbing the world of future Logan Easton Laroux, that's a horrible fate to have. Ron Mills should disqualify Ken Dixon and award Logan Laroux the title right now.
That seems a bit far-fetched, but nonetheless, Ken Dixon is in control right here, and we're just getting started inside the Norfolk Masonic Temple opening contest here of Tidings of Destruction. Great to be back for the first time in 2 years with the Tidings of Destruction event. The last time this event went down, our special guest, the hardcore legend, Mick Foley.
It's really been one of...
Oh, and Laroux right there found an opening, and Dixon's head collides with the canvas. And having neck troubles in the past, Brandon, that's not going to do a whole lot of good for Ken Dixon.
No, he left himself very exposed there, and Laroux very smart to take advantage. As I was saying before he interrupted me, Tidings of Destruction has been one of the premier events here in Virginia Championship Wrestling, and we're starting off with the title match, and soon we're going to have a premier champion here for Virginia Championship Wrestling in Logan Laroux.
Arguably number 2 in line behind the annual Liberty Lottery event that closes out the month of July, and of course that was our return event this past summer. And here's our third of the year right here, Tidings of Destruction, and what a stat card on hand as Laroux driving that boot right into the throat of Ken Dixon, doing some damage possibly to the windpipes and esophagus of the Virginia heavyweight champion. The momentum there takes Dixon right through the ropes, and Laroux looks to grapevine the leg, and he might be looking for an STF here, Brandon.
That was all part of Laroux's plan. Bring him back in the ring quickly and lock in that hold before Dixon knows what's going on.
As Laroux has this locked in right in the center of the ring, not really anywhere for Dixon to go.
Dixon should just submit now and stare himself to pain.
But he was unable to interlock his fingers there, but look at Laroux staying active and tries a cover, but Laroux failing to interlock his fingers, not gaining the necessary leverage to put Dixon away.
He just doesn't want to end the match yet, Blake. It's fine. Don't worry. Logan Laroux is going to be just fine. He is going to win this match. He's just taking his time.
With a championship on the line here, I don't know if Logan Easton Laroux can afford.
Logan Easton Laroux is a man of the people. Blake, he wants to give people their tickets worth. He wants to give them what they paid for.
As Laroux, with the basement drop kick there, sends Dixon to the outside, and now Logan Easton Laroux has an opportunity to recover while the champion is in a very tough position on the outside.
Logan knows he can't win the championship with Dixon on the outside, but there's no reason to hurry just yet. He can rest, catch his breath, and get him back there when he's good.
And Brandon Metheny, if Logan Laroux wins this match via countout, of course he gets the win in his column, but what does that do for him moving forward? Does he automatically get a rematch? How does that shake up the title picture?
I would certainly think so.
And Laroux right on the hardest part of the ring. We talk about it all the time. Minimal padding or protection right there. And the lower lumbar region of Ken Dixon meets the wood right there on the side of the ring, and Laroux has him exactly right where he wants him.
It's just a matter of time now, and we don't have to worry about future matches, except future matches with Logan Laroux as champion.
As Laroux.
The ref should check on Ken Dixon. I'm not sure he can continue.
Of course, Ron Mills will utilize his discretion here, but in a championship-like environment, I'd have to imagine he gives a little bit more leeway.
I mean, he has to protect these wrestlers' health. If Ken Dixon isn't able to continue, the kind thing to do is to award the championship to Logan Moreau.
And Laroux choking Dixon right across that top rope.
That's a Greco-Roman esophagus lock.
I don't know about that, Brandon Metheny, but nonetheless, he does utilize the proper time, not going past the 5-second mark, so no disqualification in this one.
Of course not. Logan's far too smart to get disqualified here. He's going to win the championship, Blake. Don't you worry.
And Laroux looks out. And I'll tell you what, right now, whether you like him or not, it's very difficult to argue the success of the champion of the 1%.
I mean, if you don't like him, it's simply because you're jealous of him. That's all there is to it.
Dixon pulls himself to his feet.
Logan far too smart for that. Oh.
As he tried to create a bit of separation here, but Ken Dixon fighting from underneath, possibly out of desperation, as Laroux tries to send him here into the far side corner, and Logan Easton Laroux looks like he's trying to maybe put Dixon asleep here.
A classic old school move. Logan Easton Laroux trained in these techniques, ready to win the match with a classic and win the championship with a move that these fans just don't appreciate.
As Laroux, you have to hand it to him here. He's showing off a new side of him here, a little bit more aggressive than we're used to seeing out of the challenger.
You say that as though you don't always hand it to him. You should, Blake. He has proven his success in everything he's done.
In his past matches in Virginia Championship Wrestling, his return against JTG, and thus far against Ken Dixon, Logan Easton Laroux has certainly proved his worth as one of the top stars in VCW, but still looking for that elusive championship. And there's a Thez press, and Ken Dixon going to town on the challenger. And Dixon now starting to roll, Brandon.
I mean, this sort of brawling is not at all what Logan Laroux trained for. This is not fair to him.
Dixon pulls him out of the corner and tossing him like a rag doll all around the ring. Ken Dixon has put himself in another gear.
And just like that, Blake, it turns around.
Laroux with a nice counter in that super kick. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Here's a roll-up. And Laroux, feet on the ropes. And just as he was about to secure the Virginia Heavyweight Championship, Johnny on the spot as our senior official, Ron Mills, catches him in the act.
Ron Mills needs to pay more attention to shoulders, less attention to feet. That's ridiculous.
Well, if he's cheating, I'm hoping he's paying attention to his feet.
It's not cheating, it's using advantages.
You can't put his foot on his ropes.
He's using an advantage.
And Dixon catches Laroux napping right there and nearly steals one, as this one has been back and forth throughout, and Dixon once again snatches him up, fireman's carry position. Laroux tries to counter. There's a cover too. Wait a minute. And Logan, he's trying to go for that head and arm triangle.
Oh, did I forget to mention he's also a trained MMA fighter?
He does have a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background, and he looks like he's trying to tap out the champ right here. He has positioning, but that arm not extended.
Okay, that's impressive.
And Dixon, the power and strength to lift Laroux up and bring him right back down. And now Dixon looking at Laroux, who's quivering on the mat, trying to pick himself back up. And Dixon will the third time be a charm out of the fireman's carry. He's got him up here. Flapjacks him right down. That ought to do it. 2, 3, and Dixon is still the Virginia Heavyweight Champion.